guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, as per some of your requests, I'm going to be doing my top 10 K-beauty makeup items for beginners. I've been getting some questions here and there from subscribers who are new to K-beauty or are new to makeup in general and wanted to hear some of my personal recommendations. Some of these products I've been using ever since I got into K-beauty. Others I've discovered along the way and I think are great for beginners or as introductory items to K-beauty. And I also wanted to keep them all within an affordable range. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with a cushion recommendation. I will have an upcoming video where I will be discussing my top 5 cushion foundations or BB cushions that I find or I have discovered are great for oily skin. One of them is actually the Missha Magic Cushion. This cushion is, I believe, the second cushion I ever purchased, the first one being Laneige. I really like it, but it is a tad bit expensive. This is more on the affordable side. And what I really like about Missha or Missha's cushions is that they have something for everyone. I have very oily skin, but I do have friends who have dry skin and they love their cushions as well. So if you have dry, combo, oily skin, Missha is probably going to have something for you. And they are one of the K-beauty makeup lines that caters to a couple of more skin tones. So they do go as deep as 27 if I'm not mistaken. Not a whole lot better for shade ranges, but it's something. Next, let me move on to eyeshadow. I personally have tried a lot of different K-beauty eyeshadows from different brands, and to be honest, they could be very hit or miss. Some, of course, are better than others, but something that I find in common is that they do sit on the more natural side, so kind of less pigmented, and they do fade throughout the day, so they're not very long lasting. However, I have found a total winner from Nature Republic. This is the Magic Step Eyes Quad in #1 Basic Cookie, and what I really like about these shadows is that they are more on the natural side in terms of color, so they're great for beginners. See, so they're kind of brown, neutral shades. They're very blendable and they do last a fair amount of time. Now, I have discussed the #2 quad in a fails video. That's the one with the pastel colors. That one is no good, but this one right here is a total winner. So to continue on the theme of eyes, let's move on to eyeliner, and I really love this one by Moly. It's their gel eyeliner. This is the original formula because they did later on come out with the cushion gel liner. This is actually a liquid formula. This is more of your traditional gel. I like them both, but I like this one a lot better. I am terrible at applying eyeliner, and I find that this one makes it a lot easier to control. It's very smooth, it's very pigmented. It does sit a little bit more on the matte side, which is my preferred look for my eyeliner, and it doesn't smudge, so I really like this eyeliner, and I think it would be really nice for beginners. Now, to wrap up my eye related recommendations, I have the Etude House Curl Fix Mascara. If you guys have been on my channel for any length of time, then you might know that one of my favorite mascaras is the Rocket by Maybelline. I prefer a more dramatic look when it comes to my eyelashes because they're very long, but they're also very straight, so it's very hard for them to keep a curl. And this one does an excellent job at that. It is waterproof, it doesn't smudge or irritate my eyes, and it is the most dramatic eye mascara I found for K-beauty because a lot of K-beauty mascaras tend to be on the more natural side, so this one really does a nice job at separating your lashes, giving them length, and keeping a curl. So for me, that makes this one a complete and total winner, not just for beginners, but all across the board. Now let's move on to some products that you guys know are some of my all-time favorites. I've talked about them numerous times here on my channel. The first ones are the Saem's Cover Perfection Tip Concealers. I use 2 shades, number 01 to highlight underneath my eyes and on any high points of my face, and number 1.5 to conceal any blemishes or spots. These I find are incredibly creamy. They're a cult classic within K-beauty. They're incredibly affordable and they don't crease on me, so I absolutely adore these. Next, I have the Etude House Play 101 Stick Contour Duo in shade number 2. Some people have mentioned that this is a little bit too orange for their skin tone. They do have another shade 01, which I find is a lot more orangey in nature, so I like this one because it looks a little bit cooler and it is a little bit darker. I do use both sides. The highlight, and I just lost the cap. The highlight shade is actually a lot more pearlescent. So if you do have oily skin like me, you might want to be careful where you place it, but I do still find myself using it and reaching for it every now and again. What I really like about this is that it is incredibly blendable, which makes it great for beginners. And yeah, this is a really fantastic product. I've emptied one already. This is actually a repurchase. Let me go ahead and grab the cap. I actually have a couple of more recommendations from Etude House, starting with their Secret Beam highlighters. Oh my goodness, these are fan-freaking-tastic. These are by far my favorite K-beauty highlighters that I've ever come across because a lot of them sit on the more natural side. These are just a little bit more blinding. Maybe not as blinding as some of the highlighters you could find on the Western spectrum because some of those could get a little bit crazy, but these are just blinding enough and I really enjoy them. So let me go ahead and swatch them, even though I have featured these on my channel before. Alright, so there you have gold and beige and pink and white, which is a lot more frosty, but I absolutely love and adore both of these shades and I use them all the time. And the very last Etude House related products I want to talk to you guys about are actually their lip products in general. I have a couple of formulas and I love them all. So I have their Dear Darling tints. These are absolutely fantastic, as well as their Dear My Dear Blooming Lip Talks and Dear My Blooming Lip Enamels. They're fantastic formulas. They're incredibly rich and creamy, which make them incredibly comfortable to wear. I like the pigmentation. They're not necessarily long lasting, but they fade gracefully. I just find myself absolutely in love with their lip products and formulas, and I think they're a great place to start for K-beauty. They have come out with another formula that is more matter in nature, and I cannot wait to get my hands on those because I'm pretty sure I'm going to love them. They have an incredibly wide range of shades, so there's something for everybody, and I really don't think you could go wrong by picking up a lip product from Etude House, so there you have that recommendation. Okay, so you just heard me talk about a lip tint from Etude House that I really like, but I don't necessarily think is long lasting. If you're into K-beauty, then you know that lip tints are a staple within any K-beauty look, and some of my favorites are actually some of the very first K-beauty products that I ever purchased and I still love and use to this day. And these are the Moly Tony Tint the Lights. I have all three shades, so you have 01, 02, and 03. They come in a red, pink, and orange shade. I will go ahead and say, and I have admitted before, that 01 and 02, the pink and red shades, are incredibly similar. If it weren't for the label at the bottom, I wouldn't know which one is which. You can tell a slight difference when they're swatched side by side, but on the lips, not all that noticeable. I will have a video up here that you could click on to see some swatches, so you guys could be the judge if you think you need both of them, if you think you need only one of them. You guys, it's totally up to your preference. I enjoy having all three of them in my collection. I like using these on their own, so as a lip color and in combination with lipsticks as a gradient. I enjoy the stain. I think they're very nice and long lasting, and they don't dry. I'm trying to talk so fast that like my tongue is getting in the way. Okay, I don't think they dry out my lips. I know a lot of people don't like lip tints because they find them drying. I find these a little bit more moisturizing, and I just appreciate how long lasting they are. That being said, I don't find that they're necessarily difficult to remove. A little bit of oil or cleansing balm will do the trick. So yeah, there you have that. And to finally wrap up this very long list, I have some blush recommendations from the Saem. These are actually a more recent discovery, but I immediately fell in love with them because they're incredibly pigmented but also very blendable. I own 2 shades only. I can't wait to purchase more, but these are shades OR01, which is actually a little bit more sparkly in the pan, but it doesn't blend out to be sparkly, and OR02, which is a true orange. I think these are great shades for summer. I've really been enjoying using them. I do have them swatched here, so you have OR02 and OR01. Like I said, I just can't wait to purchase more of these shades because I really love how natural it goes on the skin. I'm really impressed by this formula, and they're definitely more pigmented than some of the K-beauty blushes I've ever tried, so yeah. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and you found it somewhat helpful and that it met your expectations. Thank you so much to everybody who requested to see this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like always, all of my links will be down below so that we can stay connected. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that you're notified every time I put out a new video. And if you want to receive immediate notification of when I upload, go ahead and click the bell icon down below. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for stopping by, and until next time. Bye! 괜히 감추기 싫어 우린 해야 해 할 일을 해야 해 우리 꼭 해야 해